My name is Mark Mapemba from Malawi. I am a self-advocate and I work with Inclusion International. I would like to introduce the Civil Society Forum and share some accessibility reminders to help make sure that people with intellectual disabilities can take part in the meeting today. Who are civil society? Civil society are people and organizations that are not part of government or businesses. Civil society works together to make changes and help others. Civil society include non-governmental organizations and community groups like organization of people with disabilities. Civil society works together to make changes and help create a fairer society. What is the Civil Society Forum? The forum is a chance for people from civil society to share their ideas and talk about what they think is important. The forum happens the day before the United Nations Conference of State Parties on the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Anyone from civil society who is taking part in the Conference of State Parties can come to the forum. This year, we will talk about three important things during the Civil Society Forum. People with disabilities, they will share their experiences of the Convention on the Rights of the People with Disabilities. We will talk about the successes and the challenges. We will talk about human rights issues that are still the problem for people with disabilities, like emergencies, climate change, and access to enough food. We will talk about how the Convention on the Rights of the People with Disabilities is connected to the Sustainable Development Goals, and how the goals have included or excluded people with disabilities. The forum will be from 10 a.m. up to 2 p.m. We will hear from many different speakers, and audience can share your experiences and ideas during the discussions. We look forward to everyone taking part in this civil society forum. To make sure all people with disabilities can take part, I want to take you through some accessibility reminders. If you are speaking, introduce yourself and what you are talking about. Make sure your key messages are clear. Use everyday language, speak slowly, and do not use jargon. Jargon is a language that we don't use in everyday conversations. Acronyms are jargon. Say a phoneme instead, like International Disability Alliance instead of IDA. Remember to respect the time we have together. Stick to the time you have been given and do not run over up to break times. Make sure any extra information you share, like presentation videos and handouts, are easy to understand. Stories and real life examples help everyone to understand. Speakers should keep an eye on the audience to make sure everyone is following. If people look confused, slow down. Some people may have support people. Make sure there is time for support people to explain ideas and information. Make sure you give the organizers of the forum feedback at the end so that they can continue to learn and to make next year's event better. If you want more information, on how to make meetings more accessible to people with intellectual disabilities, you can look at the listen include respect guidelines. The guidelines were created by the networks of Inclusion International and Down Syndrome International. Thank you for your attention and have a good meeting.